When I turned 40 was when I said, you know what, I need to really get serious about my health again. And coming from a family history of cancer, it still didn't impact me like that. I just wanted to get healthy and do more things again, because that was what I was used to doing. So I just used to run 1 to 3 miles. That was it. As long as I was able to get out there, run on the beach or run on the road for 3 to 5 miles, I was happy. And you know, one day my brother saw me and he said, "You always out here running, why don't you come and join our marathon group?" And I was like, what? I said, you got to be crazy. When I started training with the club, this would have been in 2009, and they were preparing for a half marathon. So I said, okay, I'll train for a half just to see what it's like. And so I started the training and was doing well. I ran the marathon in November of that year. And you know, I did well, but it wasn't like I was pushing. So after that, I said, you know what, I'm gonna prepare to do a full, which would have been Miami, the January of 2010. And so I was training for the marathon for January of 2010. But during the training, I felt like something was bearing down in my body. So I said, something just don't feel right. So knowing my family history, in my mind I'm saying, Lord, I hope this is not cancer. I'm hoping this is an inflammation, but I need to follow through with it. So it wasn't until a week later, I went, did a biopsy, and a week later I found out I had breast cancer. So here it is now. I'm training for a marathon that's going to occur a week later, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Went over to Florida, got a second opinion. The doctor said, yes, it is breast cancer. He said, listen, you have to go home and clear up whatever you need to do, your schedule, because you need to start this process immediately. So I asked him, I said, well, you think I could run the marathon? He said, well, you've been training, so why not? He said, but after that, you would probably have to put up your shoes for a while. So you know, Ethan, my husband had really never trained for a marathon. He started running, but he had never trained for a full marathon. So we decided we were gonna run the Miami marathon that weekend, because we knew we had a marathon, a health marathon to run. I think that race was the thing that kind of spurred me to say, this is a challenge you're gonna have to deal with. So you need to run to prepare yourself mentally and physically for this race. That started the journey, and I went through chemotherapy for 6 months. I had 4 major surgeries in 2010, and came home Christmas of 2010. So I spent a full year dealing with my health challenges. And I started running again about 6 weeks later. And I've not stopped ever since. After you've been diagnosed with cancer, they tell you exercise has to become a lifestyle. I try to encourage a lot of women who I know, because I do a lot of support for a lot of them. I say, listen, make exercise your lifestyle. Some way, some form, some fashion, you need to do it, because research is showing that when you exercise, you will probably live longer.